UST Growling Tigers continue to silence their doubters after their big win over preseason favorite UP. And the Adamson Falcons, meanwhile, stunned the NU Bulldogs with an unlikely game winner. Talk about Saturday's exciting doubleheader in the UAP. Let's bring back JETT Manuel, Danica Jose, and Boom Gonzalez. Hello, guys.
Kala ko we're just going to talk about the UAP debut of JETT.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit. Okay, I started our spiel earlier with that Adamson win with the UST win over UP. How impressed are you guys with the UST Growling Tigers?
No, I think for the UST Growling Tigers, it was really a statement win for them. Now, you can't discount that team. Kasi knowing that their guards can run the floor, you really know that they're very athletic, and most especially a lot of notable players played well. Almost as if it was the perfect game for the UST Growling Tigers, and indeed, it was a convincing win against the UP.
Yeah, the anticipation was high, no? Kasi yung usap-usapan yun, those are two of the most athletic teams in the league. Two major fan bases also. So matindi yung usapan.
That's why we had that big crowd.
Yeah, more than 12,000 yung Saturday. And nobody talked about UST much in the preseason.
Quiet team.
A lot of people talked about UP. So, the dynamics are great. The 10-month practice sessions of Coach Aldenayo obviously was in effect. You saw some of the set plays. Yeah, we saw the athleticism and all the other flashy stuff, but you saw also a lot of the basic set plays that they did, JETT and Danica, no? And it really worked. It caught UP by surprise in a lot of parts of the game.
I think it got a lot of people by surprise. Diba? I think the way UST played, I came out saying that parang they're underestimated. I don't think a lot of people really thought that they'd be really that competitive, but the way they played against UP pa, like you said, Boom, the narrative was perfect. They just came out, and I think Coach Aldenayo is also evolving as a coach. The way he started before, and then now, like you said, the way he develops more. Parang there's more of a system. There's more. It's not just the usual Coach Aldenayo na puro mayhem lang. So parang more polished na siya as a coach, and the players are responding to him, greatly. The way he's always good with those yung mga rookies and
connection
new guys.
Talaga.
Yeah, may connection talaga, and grabe yung pinakita nila, and they shot the ball a lot better than UP. They played a lot better defense, and I think they were just more of a better team.
Danica, I know this is just it's really, really early in the tournament, only the second game for UP. But if you're a UP fan and you're worried, is that justified? I mean, it's still early.
Yeah, I think it's only the second game for the UP fighting Maroons. And also, we just want to point out lang din what Coach Bo mentioned in one of his interviews na it's an early wake-up call for their team.
That's what he said.
Yes, and of course, they're not just in it for the game, just to survive the game. And parang wake-up call in the sense na you can't purely rely on talent. You really have to trust in his system, make more ball movements, and of course, involve other teammates na hindi lang si Javi lang gagawa, si Richie lang, si Bright lang. Everyone can contribute, pero they just have to make sure that it's within the system of Coach Tab. Coach Bo.
Which is what happened to UST. I think if you're a UP fan, you're also a little bit, Nico, worried about injury situations. The Kobe thing, and Juan GDL, with the knee, it's heavily wrapped. There's word that's hyperextended.
He's not playing up to his potential.
Correct. That's, I think, one of the worrying parts. Kobe was supposed to get sprinkled minutes in that second game. That's why he was in uniform.
Right?
But obviously, as you know, in these games, it will depend on the flow of the game. Medyo tumambak, bumitaw ng maaga yung UST. So I'm sure that affected the decision-making of Coach Bo to not bring in Kobe muna in that game.
But if you're a UP fan, and I don't think you should be worried.
No.
I think you should be more of guys, wake up, like wake up call. Parang we have the talent. Everyone, all the hype actually was really focused on UP. We're gonna contend. We're gonna be possible na championship contenders against Ateneo. But maybe that's what they needed. I think if you're a UP fan and the team, that's what we needed. We needed something to let us know that we have to be more of a team. There can't be too much hero ball. There can't be we can't just rely on talent that will get us far this season. Because the UAP, compared to the leagues I think they played in the preseason, is everyone knows is completely different. So I think that's just what they needed.
Quickly lang, Nico, interesting now moving forward for UST. Because now everybody talks about them. And then Ateneo's their next game. So moving forward, this is the exciting part for Coach Alden Ayo's boys. Now that the attention is on them, how will they react?
Okay, so the big game coming up is on Wednesday. Scale of 1 to, you know, Rhenz Abando. How excited are you for Wednesday? My gosh.
To wake up early.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to that Adamson win over NU in overtime. So ito, I have a very, very simple question. Coach Franz Pomaren swears it was a design play for Duwanga to take the three and win it in overtime. So, Danica, with your vast experience, you're part of the national team for the SEA Games. Was that a design play, yes or no?
It was a well-designed play, but not for them. I think it was designed for Jeric
and EC.
It was a well-designed play, well-executed play. Alam mo, kapag ikaw naman talaga nakascore ng 26 points, 19 rebounds, why not take the shot? I have the confidence.
He was wide open.
He was wide open.
Which is what NU wanted.
Yes.
If you're NU, di ba, yun ang depensa mo. Let everybody make sure that everybody's covered. He's probably the
last
one
guy,
that you want
to take
taking the shot,
yeah.
and just unfortunately, he made.
He was really
He made it. Pero what gets lost also there, no, Miko, is the 2 free throws he made. Na-clutch yun.
Yep.
Because regardless of what happens at the end, if he did not make those pressure-packed 2 free throws and confidently make them at the end, medyo, it would have been a different ball.
And didn't he send the game to overtime?
With I think the follow-up or
with a crucial follow-up of Simon Camacho.
Correct.
So he was really the hero of that game.
Big game talaga. Kumbaga, swerte siya doon at siya pa yung the cherry on the ice cream, as they
But
say.
if you talk about, like, di ba, Danica, kuwari gumawa yung coach, if the coach makes a play at the end or for the last shot, I mean, you have that number one option, Jeric Hanisi.
Yes.
But you're always gonna be like, okay, if wala to, sino yung pupuntahan?
Yung
Maybe that's what he meant, na well-executed, kasi that's what he wanted. If wala si Jeric and wala yung tatlong ibang player, ibigay ko. And then he made the shot. It was a huge shot for him. But I think for Adamson, it's really the dominance of the big man inside Duwanga. He really just dominated the game. Plus 20, I think, rebounding difference. If you have that advantage with your big man inside, I think you're bound to win.
Yeah. And of course, we all feel bad for David Defonso, had a monster
game,
monster 29-point game. What do you think of this NU team?
I think, well, we see the talent of NU, obviously, and it's always interesting to see now, especially with Coach Jamai coming into this year. Again, not a lot has been said about them. Mas may pressure pa nga sila last year because they supposedly won the recruiting class last year, no? So, I think they're always going to be tough in the end, especially because they have a closer. Minalas lang talaga sila dun sa last play ni Coach Franz Pomaren. But I think they're going to be very competitive. I think their next game is going to be good against the LSU.
Yeah, I think they're primed right now. How many years has it been for Coach Jamaica already with his team? And if you have that guy, the question last year I remember is they didn't have that one guy. Who will you go to? To go for those last second shots, and we have him now with David Defonso, and he's ready to take up on that role. But so now I think they're primed to make it, gather a few more wins. I don't think they're Final Four ready yet. Maybe they have to prove it throughout the season, but they're a solid team. All
right, that will do it for our discussion on the Saturday doubleheader. When we return, the Green Archers got the highlight of the day, but it was the Blue Eagles that had the last laugh. We'll discuss the UAP Sunday games after these messages.